The 15th of May, Rabbi Furst, Mishna Berura.
Balaylas. One is supposed to, I guess, say the blessing and count only at night. Balayla. Okay, so it's let me get my bookmark out of the way. Okay. So it says Va'ila be'erev Shabbat kevar kibel Shabbat v'gam hi palel imad tzibur. And even on Erev Shabbos, where one has already accepted Shabbos, and also he davened with the community, with the tzibur. Afilu hachi yivarech vayispor balayla. Even hachi yivarech. So even he should bless and count the Omer at night. So I guess that's if you accept Shabbos
Right.
early, you can't do the Omer until it becomes nighttime.
Right. And even in fact, if you daven Ma'ariv, you daven Shabbos Ma'ariv, and nevertheless, when it comes time to counting the Omer, since you're counting the day, so it might be Shabbos in terms of the Kedusha of Shabbos, but you can't say that if 2023 is going to turn into 24 simply because you counted you daven Ma'ariv. It was Makabel Shabbos. You can make it Shabbos, right, or a little bit earlier, basically for Plaga Mincha and such. Make it Shabbos, and so much so that really Malach is going to be usher for a person to do during that situation. But nevertheless, he can't make it that he is changing the day 23, which is Erev Shabbos, into day 24 when it's still broad daylight. He in fact must wait till at least, ideally, till Tzeitzei Chachamim, and then to really count and make with the bracha at that time.
Okay. Okay, Van Shaloratza, let's say, Siper Imahem Bein Hashmashot. Okay, since he doesn't want to, I guess, fulfill the counting with them until Bein Hashmashot. That's actually before the stars come out, right?
Right, Bein Hashmashos is from sunset on. That's a bit b'diavad. You're not really. It's not ideal to do it that way, as we learned in Sif Base. Ideally, you're supposed to, if you want to be medactic, if you want to be meticulous about the halacha, you'll wait till Tzeitzei Chachamim, which is not so hard. I mean, what's the rush? You don't have to rush into it. The only question is, maybe you'll get involved and you might forget. So, but try and take precautions so you don't forget.
Right. Okay. So let's see. Katvu acharonim de'im yatzu hakochavim mutar lo lispor filu lo hipolei adim. Oh yeah, look at that. So the acharonim write that even once the stars come out, it's permitted to count even if one is not davened Ma'ariv yet.
Right. That could take place either on a weekday or on Shabbos. For example, let's say he's not going to daven Ma'ariv until 10 o'clock at night, and Tzeitzei Chachamim is okay. Half an hour. Ski is about 7:30, so let's say half an hour later is according to some opinions quarter after 8, according to many opinions. A quarter after 8 is already Tzeitzei Chachamim. But he's not going to daven Ma'ariv till 10:30. So, but nevertheless, he doesn't have to wait for Ma'ariv to get the green light in counting the Omer, as long as it's after Tzeitzei Chachamim. Nightfall is taking place and stars are coming out. So then he can go ahead and daven even without having previously daven Ma'ariv.
Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah, it even says here, Filu hu b'motzei Shabbos, even on Motzei Shabbos. Okay. The halayla who l'chol mile, yafilu lekadesh, ulahavdil mutar kodem tefillah. Okay, so at the halayla, that it's night. I'm a little lost translating this.
What's the translation you're bothered by?
The halayla hu lekol mile.
Right, it's because it's night for all intents and purposes, in all aspects.
Oh,
For me.
okay. And even for Kiddush and for Havdalah, mutar kodem tefillah. Oh, before you could do it before the prayers.
Right, before Myra, if for some reason, for example, Moitzi Shabbos, if for some reason he has to make Havdalah before Myra, if it's permissible to make Havdalah before Myra. In fact, as a matter of fact, when Tisha B'Av comes out on Moitzi Shabbos, so that's actually what we do. We actually go ahead and make Havdalah at home, and then we change into our weekday clothes to go to shul wearing weekday clothes rather than Shabbos clothes on
Oh, right,
Moitzi Shabbos
yeah.
Tisha B'Av. You may
Wow.
remember that happened a few years ago.
Yeah, I do vaguely remember that. Uh-huh. Okay.
So it's perfectly permissible to make Havdalah before you daven Ma'ariv on Moitzi Shabbos. The only thing I'll mention in passing is you should bench. Make sure you're careful to bench before you make Havdalah, otherwise you lose your say. Once you've made a Mavdil being Kodesh L'Koil in Havdalah, either in prayers or simply just saying it to yourself or making Havdalah itself, you lose the ability to say Ratzei and you're benching for Shabbos Shuas.
Uh-huh. Okay. Elisha Sorba Malacha Ad Sheyavdil, but it's still forbidden to I guess do work until you do Havdalah. Okay.
Good.
So
Okay,
at the next
continue on.
Mishna
Good.
now.
Yes, please. Bring us to Dalet, Halacha Dalet.
Okay, so it says, let's see, Mi sheshoel oto chaveiro ben hashmashot kama yemei hasfira b'zel laila. Oh, so what if a friend asks during ben hashmashot how many days are in the Omer, or the counting literally Sephira, tonight. Wow. Okay, Yomarlo, you should say, et mol haya kach b'kach. Oh, you should tell him that yesterday was day whatever. Okay. She'im Yomarlo, hayom kach b'kach, eini yachol lachzor v'limnot b'vracha. Oh, but I guess if he should say to him, today is such and such a day, he's not able to repeat and count with the blessing. Oh, because once you say what today is, even without the blessing, you consider that counting it, right?
No, you're considered to be counted, right? So you lose the ability then to make the bracha.
Okay. Let's see. Aval Kodem. Okay. Ben Hashmashot, Kevan Sheino Zman Sfira, Ein B'kach Klum. But if what he did it before Ben Shmashot,
If he said the number, if he said the counting of if, for example, if you want to, if someone asks you, what's tomorrow going to be? So you'll tell them it's going to be 23. Tomorrow's 23.
okay.
Or even before Shkia, 10 minutes before Shkia, 7:15, someone asks you, what's the count for tonight? You say tonight's count is 23. Since it's before the time of counting, you have no problem.
Oh. Oh, okay, because it hasn't come yet. Okay. So it's not considered counted. Okay. Should we do the Haggah too?
Right. Go ahead.
Okay, so it says Haggah. Okay. Ukeshehigia hazman arusin, no, asurin, le'echol ad sheyispor, va'afilu hitchil le'echol. Posek was so fair. Let's see. So what if the time comes?
Right. I mean, when the time comes for counting,
Okay. The counting. Lechol, what to eat until you've counted?
right. The time comes to count, it's forbidden to eat until you count it.
Oh, okay. And if he began to eat, you interrupt the eating, it looks like, and you count. So me who im hitchil le'ekol kodem shehigia hazman eino tzarich lahafsik. Okay, so one who began eating before the time came to count, he doesn't have to interrupt his meal. Ela gomer achilato v'sofer achar kach. He should finish eating his meal and then afterwards count.
Um,
Oh. I mean, is it permitted also to count during the meal? Or
yeah, but you're not obligated. You could if you want. You could stop your eating.
Mm,
Stop your eating and count right there. But you don't have to.
no. Okay.
Okay, Mr. Brewer.
Okay. The Mishnah Berura says, Bein Hashmashot. This is at I guess at twilight. Let's see. Now, Kate Ben Hashmashot Mishum Devi Avad Im Beirach Ben Hashmashot Yatza. Okay, so let's see. Nakate benchmark, whether it's approaching or
Well, nukit means like it was chosen. This expression, right? Banish was chosen. This expression, why?
okay, chosen this expression that banish mashot because avad in Beirach, even if he blessed during this twilight, I guess he's still Yotze. He's fulfilled his obligation. The Kanaal, v'chol shechein, im sha'alo to acher, can't read that. Acher, I guess, seit hachochavim, shetzarik lizaher, mil hashiv hayom kach b'kach. Okay, Canal. What we learned earlier. Nevertheless, if he's asked him,
even more closely, even more so.
oh, even more so. Okay, so
Even more so.
okay, even more so if he asked him after the stars come out, Shetzarik, he needs to be careful to answer him about the day, kach v'kach, which is what we just learned, didn't we? Yes, we say yesterday was whatever the number was. Okay, hayom kach v'kach. But if he says today is such and such a day, afilu b'lashon, that's in a foreign language, but I forget.
That's la'az,
B'lashon, not avodah zara.
Zoli, like basically a foreign language.
Okay, right. So
La'az,
even
it's
if
usually
he says
la'az.
it in a foreign language, and if he doesn't say hayom, late ba, what he didn't fulfill it. He didn't.
It doesn't matter. Don't think because he leaves out the word hayom, it's okay to go ahead and count without saying hayom, because saying hayom is not really so drastically necessary.
Oh, so that means if he says the number, then and it's the proper number, he's counted. It's considered counting.
Right. He doesn't have to say hayom esrim b'shtayim. Right. Shlosh shavuos yom echad. He
Mhm.
doesn't have to say hayom. Says even if he just says shloshim v'esrim.
Okay, so let's see. Eino yachol, so he would not be able to. Daf agav, the low amar Omer, that's the diavad. Okay, so we said this before, didn't we? Even if he says even if he didn't say, oh, Omer. Oh, okay. So if he didn't say in the Omer, he's still Yotze.
Right. He doesn't have to say that either. He doesn't have to say Biomer either.
Wow. I think it's after 10:30. Maybe we should do this. It's a big paragraph.
Yeah, good. We'll pick this up we'll start again tomorrow. Make a note to just pick up here tomorrow, Mr. Shem.
Okay, very good.
Thank you, Mir. Thank you,
Okay,
Lou.
well, thank you
Thank
for
you,
helping
Rabbi.
me out
Thank you,
here.
Eliezer Tzvi.
Koyach Meir.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Hope to see you tomorrow. Have a good afternoon.
Okay, thank
Shalom.
you.
Bye.
Bye now.